Please subscribe my channel. She said it over coffee, as casually as if she were asking for another cup. I found my true love. The spoon in my hand stopped stirring. Her voice sounded steady and prepared. The cafe smelled like overbrewed coffee and cinnamon. 15 years fell apart in one moment. She leaned back, touched her wedding ring once, then pushed it across the table toward me, like a bill she no longer wanted to pay. He's realistic, she said. He doesn't care about money. I laughed, not loud, not angry. It was a sharp, clean sound. Then I called my assistant. Cancel her credit cards, I told him. Stop the extra spending account. Tell the pharmacy. Her mother's medicine is paid through our family plan, and change the locks on the house. I didn't look at my wife while I talked. I watched the steam rising from my cup. Timing is important. We met when we were young and broke enough to think love was all we needed. She liked how I made plans. I liked how she trusted them. We built a life that was organized, no mess, no unexpected turns. I worked hard. She arranged things beautifully. I trusted her. She smiled a lot. The house was filled with sunlight and responsibilities. Birthdays, charity events, dinner parties where my name got us in the door and her laughter kept everyone happy. 15 years teaches you to notice habits. Her morning routines were always the same, like clockwork. Her quiet moments had meaning. When that meaning shifted, I sensed it. She began dressing nicely for simple errands, fixing her hair just to go to the store, turning her phone face down at night. A new word started showing up in her talks, space. I noted it the way I note anything unusual. No arguments. I don't chase ghosts. The proof came quietly. A message preview showed up in the reflection on her phone screen while it charged on my bedside table. Not the words, just a first name. Familiar and bold. I remembered it. I followed my usual steps. Checking backgrounds doesn't feel like spying when you think of it as double-checking. He was newly divorced. Average income. He talked a lot about living simply. People who talk about simplicity often want things they can't have on their own. I waited. She told me she was unhappy on a Tuesday. Tuesdays are for handling details. She cried right on cue. I suggested marriage counseling. She turned it down politely. She had practiced that too. I said nothing about the messages, nothing about the lunch receipts from a cafe on the other side of town, nothing about the apartment she looked at using a friend's name. I just nodded, listened, and gave her the space she wanted. Spaces where people reveal themselves. While she packed her dreams into boxes she thought I wouldn't check, I met with my lawyer. We went over the prenup, like doctors looking at x-rays. Every part we wrote 15 years ago worked perfectly now. Assets were separate, trust protected. Extra privileges could be taken away. The house was mine. The money was mine. The pretend life was hers. I didn't hurry. Revenge that's rushed gets sloppy. I planned it carefully. The morning she said she was leaving, she said it gently. That hurt worse than yelling would have. She said he loved her for who she really was. She said money didn't matter to him. That's when I laughed. I didn't explain why. Explaining weakens it. I made the call. Cards canceled first. A polite text from the bank came to her phone right away. She looked confused, then worried. She tried another card, declined. Another one, declined. She stared at me like I was speaking a different language. The medicine came next. Not to be mean, just to fix things. The account was for family. Family changed that morning. The pharmacy called her. They were sorry, but it was policy. She called me. I didn't pick up. Locks last. Accuracy counts. The house knew me. It always did. The real talk happened later that night, when the city got quieter and lies felt weaker. She stood on the porch with her suitcase, knocking like a stranger. Her phone battery was dying. So was her confidence. You can't do this, she said. I can, I answered. And I have. She tried crying. It didn't work. She tried getting mad. It just echoed. She tried saying she still loved me. That one came back and hurt her more. He showed up then, realistic, empty-handed. He looked at the house, the car, the neighborhood. He did the math in his head and didn't like the answer. I asked them both inside. Being polite can be powerful if you use it right. I showed them the papers. Not everything, just enough. The prenup, the cancellations, the dates. Dates don't lie. She read. He stood nearby. When he saw that her lifestyle had rules attached, he moved back. When he understood the rules were real, he left. He said, I didn't know. Now you do, I replied. He walked away without looking back. People who say they don't care about money usually care a lot about trouble. She stayed, not because she wanted to, but because she had no other place to go. The house seemed bigger with her feeling smaller in it. I loved you, she said. I know, I answered. You loved the version of me that made everything easy. She asked for kindness. I gave her fairness. I set up a small allowance, for now written down with conditions. I paid for the medicine again through a new account, checked regularly, but fair. Justice doesn't need to be noisy to be finished. The divorce went smoothly, like a well-run machine. She didn't fight anything. There was nothing to fight for. Courts like things clear. Now, alone in the quiet house, I think back to the moment she pushed the ring across the table. How light it felt in my hand. How much it had weighed before. I don't feel like I won. I feel balanced. Betrayal grows in confusion. I cleared it up. People ask if I regret being so calm and careful. I tell them you choose how you act. I chose accuracy. She wanted true love. I gave her the truth. She wanted someone realistic. I showed her reality. When everything settled, I didn't laugh again. There was no need.